issue, not a this issue.
Okay, so now we're going to show how to do our 4-point exercises. So we have 4 levels with our 4-point exercises. We're going to go through all 4 levels just to make sure we're comfortable with all those. So 4-point level 1, now 4-point position is just hands and knees like this. Anytime we say 4-point, hands and knees is what we're talking about here. We want to always start out with that nice flat back here. So Katie's doing a good job of keeping that up. Our 4-point level 1 is where we're stabilizing through the core, so we're using these muscles here to keep that back flat and straight. Now she's going to lift her left arm up for me, just to there, nice and slow back down, and then do the right arm, lift up nice and slow, and then back down. Good, so that's our 4-point level 1, where we alternate arms, just like that. Now we want to encourage them to use that shoulder blade and have them rotate and lift the arm there, and not to just kind of hike that shoulder as they do that. It should be a nice clean rotation with that shoulder blade and that movement through there. That's our level 1. Level 2 is where we would do the leg coming back. So we're going to start with the left leg on there, and she's going to stick that leg out. Now we can see she's doing a good job of keeping her back nice and flat. She's not lifting this leg too high either, and that's exactly what we want to see on there. Sometimes you'll see patients hike that leg too far up and see how she rotates, and it's like that would fall off. We want to encourage her to keep nice and flat and not have that happen. Good, so let's bring that leg back down, Katie. And let's do the opposite side, so staying nice and flat there. Good, and then lifting there. So Katie's doing a good job of finding that balance of not lifting too high, but also keeping flat, just like that. Good, let's slow down. So again, that's our level 2, right? So level 1 is alternating arms. Level 2, alternating legs, so hip extension with that. Now level 3 is where we combine those two together. So we do the opposite arm from the leg. So let's start with the left leg going back, Katie, and the right arm going forward. So right arm comes up, good. She's doing a good job of keeping that nice flat back. And then let's go ahead and lower down. And let's alternate, and let's do the other leg there too. Good. And bring it back down. Good, Katie. And let's do one more rep just to keep that on. So she's doing a great job of keeping that nice flat back and not having that rotation. Good. And then let's switch on there again. Good. And then we're going to have Katie just kind of show what would be a bad rep on there for me. So let's bring it back. So now let's show kind of a common thing we see with patients is let's go ahead and lift that leg on there and have that rotation onto there. Right? So she's kind of getting that rotation on there, falling off on there. Good. And that's what we don't want to see. So I always tell me, just imagine if I put a 2x4 and rested it on your back right there. I don't want it to have fallen off. It should stay there. Yeah. So that's level 3. So 4-point level 3. 4-point level 4, we don't do this one as often, but we would do right arm coming up, just like that, okay? Good. And then the left leg going back. Now in this position, now she's gonna make a square with each, the arm and the leg. So
At the same time.
Out to the same, yep, out to the side, down, up, or then up, over, down,
Oh, gosh.
and then back, good. So square with that, good. Now this whole time with all these exercises, we're reminding her to stabilize that core and to hold that position. So that's where she's feeling that exercise. And that's where we should really feel this work. Your glutes here, your core here. Is that where you feel that, Katie?
Yeah.
Perfect. So let that leg back down. So that's our level 4. So again, to review those levels, level 1 is arm, alternating arm. Level 2 is just the leg extending back. Level 3 is where we do alternating arm and leg, opposite arm and leg. And level 4 is opposite arm and leg with those boxes or squares. Just like that. Good. So sometimes we can make that a little more difficult by adding something underneath their knees like the Bosu ball or something like that. And that's something we write in there too. So that's be another change we can make. Okay?
I don't
Good
think
job,
we've
Katie.
ever done 4-point, or in my time here, I don't know if I've
Level
ever
4?
worked anybody through level 4.